So, now after a lot of, well, two tomb-based archaeological areas, we're now in the middle of Tokyo in Japan, which may seem like a really odd thing for Tomb Raider to do, but it has done it before.
He was trying to pass off forged relics from the Asuka period, and conventional reason doesn't work with Yakuza.
But you let him go.
And now we're going to have a useful conversation. It's turned out quite nicely.
So, at this point, you can't run. Lara's rather slow. I do wish she would hurry up, but, oh well.
The bartender will hook you up with him, though.
Ever predictable. Good evening. I believe Nishimura-san is expecting me.
Ah, Lady Croft. He is in his office down the hall behind you. I will let him know you're coming.
Thank you.
So, you've got these very, very helpful people. Just that guy at the bar, but, they're still there, which is quite nice.
Welcome.
And here's Nishimura-san.
You have
Yay!
been enjoying my little party.
Totemo tanoshindeimasu, Nishimura-san. When Takamoto arrives, however, it may cause you some inconvenience.
Take care. He is a very dangerous man when his interests differ from yours.
You'd be amazed how persuasive I can be, even with dangerous men.
I am convinced. I'm dangerous too, you remember. But please, enjoy the party while you can, and good luck.
Yeah, things will be going far too smoothly right now. I think we're going to get a bit of action coming. Right about now. Right on cue, guys. Seriously. Just brilliant timing.
Be brief, Miss Croft. I have many demands on my time, you understand.
Of course, Takamoto-san. I am looking for a piece, a sword fragment, in the care of Waseda University, or it was until you stole it.
I am not a thief. And you would be wise to avoid such accusations.
Then I suggest we skip to the negotiations.
I don't have any idea what you are talking about.
Of course you do. Just name a price.
Miss Croft, are you deaf?
I don't know. Let's see. Try begging for your life like you did the last time we spoke.
Oh, come on, guys. You know that's not going to work. So here we are in a shootout in the middle of the bar. Typical. These guys just can't let it go. Now, basically, as long as you just keep moving around and just generally strafing, you should be absolutely fine. These guys aren't really that much of a threat. Which is quite nice, to be honest.
Where'd you get those?
Basic etiquette. Never arrive at a party empty-handed.
Takamoto has no doubt returned to his penthouse. Do not follow him, Lara. His men will be waiting.
Oh, I think we can deal with them quite nicely, actually.
You're into those, but it's not really a winning option.
If I can't go down, I'll go up. How do I get to the roof?
The roof? There is an elevator. Be cautious. There is construction above.
I don't know about this, Lara.
That's why we have to view the problem from a different angle. Namely, the roof. Nishimura gave me the pass to the lift, and I'm on my way.
Yes, I mean, although I have to say, Lara, I don't think this outfit that you've got on is quite suitable for the platforming that you're going to be doing. I mean, you need a bit of support for those. Yes, you know what I mean. Now, as I was saying before, this isn't the first time that Tomb Raider has done kind of like a modern area. Because, I mean, in Tomb Raider 2, you had you got to go around Venice and an opera house, and although those aren't exactly modern facilities, they're still kind of not just standard tombs, which is always just quite cool.
Not a party.
We do it again in Tomb Raider 3 with you get to go around Area 51 and London and all sorts, so it's quite fun. Now, this is actually one of the shortest chapters in game. Not the shortest, but it's certainly relatively short. This entire part is literally just this chapter. And there is a artifact hidden in this box, which we're going to want to grab. Now, one thing that's really cool is that, well, on the Wikipedia, that brilliant source that's always to be trusted, there's a map of all the places that Lara Croft has visited in the video games, which is just really awesome. So in the original Tomb Raider, she visits Vilcabamba, which is near Bolivia, I believe. Bolivia, Peru, that area. Egypt, Greece, and Atlantis, I believe. Tomb Raider 2, she visits Maria Doria, Tibet, the Great Wall, Venice, and England. Tomb Raider 3, Nevada, India, South Pacific, Antarctica, England, and I believe that's it. Tomb Raider The Last Revelation, you've got Egypt and Angkor Wat. Tomb Raider Chronicles, New York, Rome, Ireland, Zapanadia, Litza, which is kind of up north. In Tomb Raider The Angel of Darkness, which is very much disliked by a lot of people, she visits Paris, Prague, and that appears to be it. Tomb Raider Legend, we have Tiwanaku, Paraiso, Japan, and we will have other things later. And then a variety of other things as well. It's kind of depressing then that the Tomb Raider reboot only takes place just off the coast of Japan. But then again, it is an origin story, so I guess I can forgive them somewhat for that. Now, I have to say, this is pretty damn high up, and to be perfectly honest, most people would be terrified of running around scaffolding like this, especially when death is so potentially going to happen. But now, Lara just really doesn't care. She'll ride motorbikes across gaps that are that blooming big. And the gap that she just cleared was quite big. I think she just has a habit of doing it now. It's like, I have to try and just break records for gaps kind of jumped on motorbikes and heights jumped from. Now, I'm being an idiot here, because what you need to do is do the jump and grab maneuver, which is incredibly terrifying when you are doing this, because it's just like, if that fails, then you are screwed. You're just going to drop like a rock and die. And I have to say, even though these games don't really make you fear Lara dying that much, it's still a slightly chilling prospect. Quite nice that that railing was broken off, although I think we would have been able to clear it even if it hadn't been. Oh look, more guards. And dogs. Bit much animal cruelty here, Lara. I don't think murdering, I believe they're pit bulls, is a great way of getting people to like you. I'm really surprised that this game didn't get kind of, and quite a lot of the Tomb Raider games didn't get picked up for animal cruelty things, because you kill a lot of wildlife. Even more so in Reboot. I mean, I think it's mostly animal that you're killing in the original Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider Anniversary. But still, Lara just kills anything without, well, at this point in time, without a hint of remorse, really.
You'll see them when I do.
Yeah, these guys are just waiting to kill us. Now, for a little bit of time now, there's probably going to be a bit of me faffing about trying to get across to this silver reward. What you need to do is jump to the railing that's on your left to get over to that silver reward. But I seem to... my brain was dying quite badly. And it was just like, but I know I can't remember how I get over there. Because remember when I first played the game and tried to get that artifact, my brain was like, right, so I've got to jump over to the right platform here. No, it's just there. And you get on quite nicely. And then if you want just a nice drop down, just drop. And Lara will be absolutely fine. Also, I love how that sign said no smoking, and we're about to basically just light the place on fire with our hail of bullets. And this is where I think I kind of realised, I remembered how actually useful things like aerial assault are, because generally the enemies can't really hurt you when you're doing aerial assault, so you can just wreak havoc, which is just so much fun. Also, I've developed a love for the slide manoeuvre, particularly on enemies a little bit later on. It's so useful.
There's always a way, Zip.
Indeed, there isn't very much always a way. You gotta figure it out. Now, basically what the game wants you to do to get out of this room is to shoot two little rings above the screen to be able to yank it down. Or just, it'll drop it. No, it is yanked down. Which is quite easy to do. Now, if you're wondering what I'm attempting to do right at this moment, I'm trying very, very hard to find the voice actor for Zip, because he's been speaking a lot, and I don't think I've mentioned who voices him. Here we go. Never mind, let me double check somewhere else. Zip first appeared in Tomb Raider Chronicles, being very extroverted, but he has been slightly less of an extrovert in this game, so but still really funny, I think. And he is voiced by Alex Desert, or Desert, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce his last name. He's a Haitian-American actor, most well known for his roles in the TV series The Flash, Becca, and Boy Meets World. He's also the auto-tune pimp Zemos in Saints Row the Third, and has voiced Nick Fury in an episode of Wolverine and the X-Men in 2009. Oh, and he's also Zemos again in Saints Row 4 DLC. Not done too much else other than that, but still quite cool.
Please don't look down.
Heights don't bother me, Alistair.
They make me positively nauseous. Like I told her in Bolivia.
I try my best to keep my chin up, but I do need to concentrate, if you don't mind.
Yes, now if you're wondering what that buzzing noise is, that is in the game, it's the screens. And also this particular platforming section is quite difficult. There's a lot of room in which you can go wrong. Quite horribly wrong as well, but do be careful. Another thing with Zip is that he filled a very similar role to Bryce Turing in the movies, but it's a very different character. I still haven't watched the Tomb Raider movies, I've just not really had any desire to do so. Not because I don't think Angelina Jolie wouldn't make a good Lara Croft, but more so if there are other films that I want to watch, if you get what I mean. Now, seeing as I was on the subject of Zip, I should probably also mention Alistair. Now, Alistair was introduced in Tomb Raider Legends, so he's brand new here, and he appears once again in Tomb Raider Underworld. And you'll get to see his bio later on, but he is voiced by Greg Ellis, who is a net mender in The Hobbit: The Desolation of Smaug, Thabo in a thing called Kumba, I don't quite know. He's the voices of Virtual Steelport in Saints Row 4.
Yes. You smell a trap.
I do. Be careful.
He's Agent Spencer / in Days of Our Lives.
Good thinking.
He is, what else?
What's that? It's more modern art than
Groves in Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Johnson in Shadows of the Damned. He does something in the Epic Mickey games, but I don't know. He's Hermes in God of War 3. Plato in Dante's Inferno, an animated epic. He
Let's not do that again.
is Spectre in the Ape Escape TV series. Apparently he also voices some of the mercenaries in this game, which is quite funny.
This is my province, not one of your rotten little tombs.
Tell me about the sword, Takamoto.
What about
Yes, come on, Takamoto, just give us the info.
Let me have a look at it and I'll tell you.
Your persistence will be the death of you.
So yes, more shooty now. It happens a lot. Yeah, Greg Ellis has been in a lot of things. His name is... Well, his voice is probably recognisable to a lot of people. Now, Takamoto is voiced by Michael Hagiwara, who is most well known for his work on New Nightmare, Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, and Blast from the Past. So, let's see. He's Chris in Jimmy Neutron. And yeah, he's not really been in that much that I know of anyway. And then Toru Nishimura is voiced by Paul Nakauchi, who is most well known for Doctor Strange, Call of Duty World at War, and Tomb Raider Legends, so you can see how much people really know about him. He's Soichi in Lost Planet 3, Genfu in Dead or Alive Dimensions, I don't know who voices him in earlier iterations, Takeo, Takahiro, and Wong Fei in Batman the Brave and the Bold, Thunder Ryu in No More Heroes, and yeah, he's really not been in a lot. So, that red lacquer box holds the gold artifact, so if you're wondering what I was doing with that, there's your answer. Now, all we need to do is go up the lift, and we are going to beat the boss of this chapter, and really our first boss of the game. Which is really quite cool.
You have disrespected me. You have broken into my house. You have killed my men.
I've simplified your payroll. And now, if you don't mind, I'll streamline your inventory.
You speak of this? It is the most prized of my collection.
And why is that?
I am fond of recovering objects from dead Englishmen. In this case, one of your crusaders. Some have even said the warmonger was one of your King Arthur's knights. I do not know how the fool came by it, for it is clearly far older than the 11th century, when your people lived in huts of mud.
And for this reason, you'd rather die than hand it over?
No. For this one!
So here we have a boss fight with Takamoto with his glowy staff of murder. Well, I'm just getting up, Doc, just chill. Now, basically your method of dealing with Takamoto is going to be locating him, and basically, if you want, you can hide behind the stone statues to just get a bit of coverage, just to stop them, or you can jump and duck over his attacks. It's a bit cumbersome, and I would argue that this is actually the hardest fight in the game, just because Takamoto is very quick and his attack covers quite a large area. Now, something that I do want to quickly correct myself on is that I think in one of the earlier parts I said that Lara doesn't seem to have a motion actress for this game. She does. This is the first time that Lara's movements were motion captured. But I think... I don't quite know where I got that fake thing. Also, as I was also saying earlier, I wanted to have a body count for Lara in this game, and the rest of the series, and somebody has actually done it for Tomb Raider Legend. So the body count, excluding what happened to Lara's mother, is at least 209 people. So lots and lots of murder on Lara's part. Bloody hell.
Yes, Alistair, I did.
Shimura's got a chopper outside waiting for you.
Excellent. Tell him he's my new favourite person. Thank you, Nishimura-san. I'm very relieved to find you here.
As am I, because this is quite helpful.
What about Takamoto? Where is he?
It depends on whether he was naughty or nice.
I've got a line on James Rutland, by the way. Wanna go together?
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
Africa is among my favourite continents.
Lara did. There aren't that many continents, so having multiple favourite continents is kind of a bit useless. But that's basically telling us where we're going to go next. We're heading to Ghana. Oh yeah.